Hey guys, welcome to the table. Alright, so the update just came out, um, and for the patch notes, so let's go ahead and let's just go through it real quick because there's a little bit of changes um, that did happen. So we'll go through it real quick, and I'll let you all decide if it was a good one or not. So watch the intro, see you in a bit. Alright, welcome back everyone. Alright, so we're gonna break this down. Okay. Kind of go over quick. It's just a little stuff. So there's a forced impeachment now. It used to be after the alliance leader was, I think, inactive for 3 days, 72 hours. You can come over here and we will do a little bit of this. You can come over here and go to your members, and right here pops up. Okay, so after 72 you click on it and then a vote happens. So and then people can vote on a new R6, but you had to be R1s couldn't do it, so it was only certain ranks of people. Now I believe we're gonna come back over here. I believe these are members of R3 and above, so kind of keeps it to not just the newest person in the alliance can just do this and wreck it, but you are going to, I do see some some things going on with this. If you are not a super active R6, you could get impeached, and this is kind of the game. So it's kind of always been happening, but now I think they took out the 72-hour rule. So during the forced impeachment period, some of the permissions of R5s and R6 will be restricted and will be restored once the impeachment ends. So this is gonna kind of be a little messed up if someone accidentally clicks it, or someone's mad at you and clicks it, and then basically restricts the R5 and R6 positions. I mean, that could be huge for IBL. That could be huge for depending on what permissions you have set, like declaring war. So you might want to keep that on the back burner and don't hit that button when you're just playing around, because it could potentially do some bad things like in KVK and stuff. The cooldown is 7 days, so you do it, you have to wait 7 days. It doesn't say how long the vote lasts, so I don't know if it's 24-hour vote, 72, or whatnot. I'm personally not going to hit that button, but it is what it is. So now you do have some buttons that you can share, some dragons. So what's cool is that you come over here and you can share individual, you can do a little Quinn thing, you can share them amongst anyone. I believe you can go to the portrait too as well, and now you can share your individual dragon, but I thought you can already do that. So maybe it's in the cave that you can share now. Yes, so the button's here. So now you can share when you're in the cave. So that's kind of cool. You can share it, and you can share it to the world. Be super proud about your dragon. We raised them up right. So, and then moving on with the other patch notes. So Tower of Knowledge, it's really it's super cool looking. It's different now, and basically I think it's a little bit more optimized. So instead of having a tree, you kind of have a grid map a little bit. But what's cool about this is that it has a little picture of the immortal straight up, and it kind of has I would say vague, but it kind of has a little description right here. So group magical damage taken. Then you have to click on it and it gives you its real stats. So I think it kind of looks a little cleaner. It does do that with legendary skills as well. So a little quick reference guide. That's kind of huge. And then let's just keep going, because there are other ones. So I went over, the wishing. We'll go click on that in a little bit. They did do the same optimization to the chests. So, excuse me. So we will I'll go over that. And then the training camp closure. So that was just what it is. I don't think a lot of people kind of use it. I think it's best that we just try marches individually. But Athena got a buff. Loki got a buff. I think that's super cool. I think they took away Manco's 25 dodge rate. I took that away from his solar flare. I am trying to understand about the wind dragon. I hear it's a buff. I don't have my wind dragon up, so I can't even see the corresponding tree, but I think it's a buff. That's what I keep hearing. And then they have lowered the Tower of Knowledge requirements for these skills. So Weakening Curse went from 51 to 50, Blade Vortex went from 50 to 39, Spell went from 47 to 38, and Stormeye went to 44 to 37. So I think they're really catering to the people just starting the game, which is fine. We all had this. It is good for them to get those skills early on as well. Now there is something that did not kind of get brought up here, but there is a migration system happening, and I believe it has been posted, but we're gonna wait to touch on that, and I think they're moving people quicker into Conquest, so that's good. And they're gonna discourage against staying behind at a Conquest and not moving forward. So that's super cool. But no, in a nutshell, guys, this is the Force Impeachment, so don't hit that button unless you really want to. 7-day cooldown. And then it restricts R5 and R6 activities. You guys could share your immortals and your dragons now. That's kind of cool. Tower of Knowledge got a super clean looking organization optimization. Oh, say that 10 times fast. And I think that's super cool. And then training camp gonna be closed for a little bit. And then we have the adjustments. Athena got a buff, Loki got a buff, Manco got a nerf, his skill, I believe, and then the Wind Dragon, I believe, got a buff. So let's talk about that, and let's see if that is all true. And then you got skills now at a lower level. That's the patch notes, guys. Go ahead and find what has been missing or what was added. I think overall, with the new event going on and the new update, I think things just look a little cleaner, and that's what it is. So thanks for watching, and I'll check you all later.